Now he's holding my license and he goes, Michael, can you confirm the month and date of your birth? I go, yeah, sure, it's December 10th. And he goes, December 10th? And you know when a police officer says the thing that you just said back to you and you just lose all confidence in your answers? That's what happened to me. I was like, I don't know, it could be July 19th. Who knows? I thought that was my birthday, but I've never been sure of anything less. So, would love to change it to whatever you think the answer is, sir. Can I call a friend? I don't know. I'm panicking. And he's like, well, I'm asking you this because you have a failure to appear in court for another speeding ticket you got. So why don't you tell us about that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing about it. He goes, really? Really? You know nothing about that? Really? And I go, no, I swear to God. He's like, you're telling me that the fucking computer is lying to me? Like, he starts screaming at me. I turn into Kermit the Frog. I'm like, ah! My arms are shaking. I'm wiggling. I don't know what I'm doing.
And I said, bro, what is it? I go, no. Bring me a full-size cup of coffee. Take this back. I was frustrated. So the guy's like, okay, and what you want? Okay. So he grabs it, all pissed off, and then he goes in the kitchen and he starts talking trash to one of the cooks. And then he comes back with a bowl of Cuban coffee, okay? And he puts it down in front of me and he won't leave the table. He's like, okay. And I'm like, okay. All right? So I pick up the bowl and I take a little sip of it. And when the coffee hit my tongue, I was like, oh my God, this is the most concentrated coffee I've ever had. It was really, really strong. And then it clicked. That's why they bring you a little shot glass of this stuff. So now I don't want to look stupid making him take a bowl of coffee back in the kitchen. So I picked it up to my face again and I drank the whole thing. Will Dog, I knew I messed up, bro. I knew I messed up because the waiter looked at me and he's like, vaya con Dios.
Baptize you, what do they say? In the name of the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit, dunk you under the water. I'm reading the Bible that Jesus got baptized. I was like, well, what did they say to him? There's like, you, your dad, and your best friend.
My mom would blame me for things that happened on the news. That is true. I woke up one morning when I was a kid and my mom was standing over my bed and she said, I just heard that Princess Diana and her lover, Dodi Al-Fayed, have been killed in Paris, like I had something to do with it. I was like, Mom, I have been here all night. You can feel the TV, it's warm. Luckily, I had a good alibi since I was in Wisconsin and 12.
Someone just ordered a package for same-day delivery, but it's 11:59! Are you crazy?
When it comes to race, no one gets offended like white people. Oh my God. For example, my gardener is Mexican, and if I assumed he liked tequila, my sister would be like, why? Because he's Mexican. But my gardener would be like, why? You got some?
If you want to have fun with ants, but you don't want to actually hurt them, you can also just kind of psychologically torture them. I discovered how to do that as well. Take one ant, put him in a Tupperware container full of sugar, seal him in, and just start laughing. This is his worst nightmare. All the sugar he could ever want, nowhere to take it. Walk around and around, just losing his tiny mind. After like an hour, you take him out, throw him back on the anthill, and laugh some more. They're going to have questions he can't answer. We smell the sugar, Nigel. Where is it? I do not know, sire. I do not know. Yeah, those ants were British. All ants are British because they colonize.
So apparently they switched up the time warp feature and it's supposed to keep it where you make it. Hello, guys!
I don't know why. You give your slip to the pharmacist, he always looks at it, he's like, oh. It's going to be about another 25 minutes if you want to walk around Walgreens. About another 25 minutes. And I'm like, it's right there. It's right on the shelf. But you never question the pharmacist. You're always like, oh, okay. I I didn't take the walk. I stood my ground. I go, you got it, right? He's like, yeah, we got it. I go, why I gotta walk around? He's like, there's people ahead of you. I go, no, they're not. I'm staring right at you. Where are they? He's like, they're walking around Walgreens. What?
I was in an office building a couple weeks ago. There's stand at the elevators on the ground floor. The up button is pushed. A man walks up next to me and goes, excuse me, are these the elevators that go up? No. These go side to side. The up ones are down the hall. He walked away. Here's your sign. I went elk hunting a couple years ago, got me a nice bull elk, had him out on the wall of my den, and my neighbor, who I love to death, but he's just dumber than a bag of rocks. We had been in the den drinking beer and shooting pool for about an hour before he finally looked up on the wall and saw the head and went, oh man, I didn't see that. I think, did you shoot that thing? I said, nope, just ran through the wall and got stuck. Here's your sign.
When you don't drink, people always need to know why, too. They're like, you don't drink? Why? This never happens with anything else. You don't use mayonnaise? Why? Are you addicted to mayonnaise? Is it okay if I use mayonnaise?
I miss my mom's home-cooked meals, right? We all love mom's home cooking, right? My mom made the best TV dinners. We didn't know my mom was making TV dinners because she would cook them in the microwave and then serve them to us on real plates. We didn't get the little hints she would drop. Hey, Jeff, are you a hungry man? Yeah, Mom, I'm a hungry man. It's 7 minutes later. All right, Salisbury steak. See that little brownie on there? All right, Mom made brownies. Hey, Mom, I'm done. Can I get another brownie? Did she get all mad? No. I just made one. Get a little older, I'm trying to teach myself how to cook. Hey, Mom, I'm trying to make a brownie. Where's the one brownie pan?
One of my next door neighbors is a 90-year-old man suffering from Alzheimer's. And every single morning at 9 a.m., he knocks on my door and he asks me if I have seen his wife. Which means that every single morning at 9 a.m., I have to explain to a 90-year-old man suffering from Alzheimer's that his wife has been dead for quite some time. Now, I have thought about moving. I have thought about just not answering my door in the morning. But to be honest, it's worth it just to see the smile on his face.
My wife likes to leave random notes around the house on things that shouldn't write notes. Like she has notes on my shoes saying, put me away, don't belong here. When I flew out a couple weeks ago, there was a note on my blender that read, Dear John, I'd appreciate it if you rinse me out after you're done using me. Rude. Blender. Hashtag now. So I replied to the blender. Dear Blender, I find it curious you know cursive and yet can't clean yourself. The hands used to write this could have put your in the dishwasher. We all contribute differently. Hashtag money. Hey, keep in mind, people, I was talking to the blender. I would never talk to my wife that way.
Story time. One day when I wasn't working, I was chilling in the backyard. And my dog Milo wanted to come out and chill too, because what else would a husky do in the backyard with no fences? Yeah. So I went to grab his leash to chain him to the pole, and when I came back, he gave me that look. That look that every dog owner knows exactly what that look means. It's that look that means, I'm about to make you chase me for half a mile. So I said to myself, okay, let me just come up to him real slowly so it doesn't bolt off. So I take one small step, and that dog books it for his life as if he was Forrest Gump screaming, I was running. And this particularly sucked for me because I didn't have any shoes on at the time. So I go inside, put my shoes on, thinking I'm going to be chasing this dog for like an hour, and it's only 8 a.m. So 2 hours later, I finally caught up to him as he was taking a dump, because apparently that's the only time I was able to catch him. Then I dragged him home and finally chained him up. End of the story? Nope. It was only until after I caught my breath and looked over that I forgot to chain the leash to the pole. I look at the dog, and the dog looks at me with that same look. This time, I move my hand ever so slightly, and then, Johnny!